It seems there's a rather prolific internet rumor about Obamacare that declares that that law will make beheading an official method of execution in the United States. The rumor claims that a medical code for legal execution reveals that beheading and decapitation are coming to the United States of America. Websites referring to this rumor often point to a medical code, ICD 9E978. ICD stands for International Classification of Diseases, and it is the international standard diagnostic tool for epidemiology, health management, and clinical purposes. The ICD is currently the most widely used statistical classification system for diseases in the world. The codes have been around since the late 1800s, and the United States has used these codes since the very late 1800s. Those ICD-9 codes concerning legal execution methods, many people believe, are believed to list these legal methods of execution as being legal for the United States under the International Classification of Disease codes. This belief is further perpetrated because Obamacare apparently makes numerous references to the ICD coding system. The definition of the coding in question is found on centralx.com under International Classification of Diseases, and it is as follows. As you can see, beheading is listed as a recognized form of legal execution. Those who think beheading is a hidden agenda for the United States also state that because the United States is using the coding system, all parts of the code will apply to patients in the United States, and that it's being forced on American doctors by the Department of Homeland Security and the United Nations. Addressing this particular concern for About.com, Tricia Torrey explains that ICD codes are, quote, International Statistic Classification of Diseases. But the truth of the matter is that these particular ICD codes are used to categorize every disease or, and this is important, or cause of death that can be attributed to human beings around the world. The coding system was developed by the World Health Organization, the coordinating authority for health in the United Nations. When someone dies, an ICD code is used to record the cause of death. That's where the code for legal execution comes in. The code will obviously be used when a person has been executed at the behest of the judiciary or ruling authority, quote, whether permanent or temporary, according to the codes. So even though beheading and decapitation are not legal methods of execution for the federal government or any of the 50 states of the United States, beheading is still legal in other parts of the world. So regardless of what international medical codes define as legal methods of execution, the method of legal execution in the United States is established by the U.S. legislature. According to the Death Penalty Information Center, 35 states plus the federal government have the death penalty. Federal law requires that in federal death penalty cases, the method of execution follows the law of the state in which the conviction took place. No state in the United States of America permits execution by beheading. Could beheading become law of the land in the United States? It's not likely, although it is conceivable, especially if Americans, and particularly Christians, continue to disengage from the political process of voting or running for office and accurately speaking out about biblical social political issues. In other words, if we choose to disobey the command of Jesus to be the salt and the light, then all manner of evil might befall us. But as for now, beheading is not a legal form of execution in the United States, and as much as many of us despise Obamacare, Obamacare does not legalize or promote beheading.